Hello guys, let's solve this problem. So Cesar wants to create an encryption system. If he has the sequence of the characters, he wants to encrypt them in that way. If he has the repeating pattern of character, let's say A is repeating 5 times, he'll write A5, and then he has B repeating 3 times, he'll write B3, and so on. So we will try to continuously read the character. So let's create a character to read, let it be X, and I'll create a while cin X loop where I continuously will try to read the character. And I must verify if the character is equal to the previous character. So for that reason, I will create also a previous character. But you see that for the first letter, I don't have a previous character. So let's do it this way. At the beginning, I want to set my previous character to question mark. And if previous is equal to the question mark, it means it's my first letter. So if it's my first letter, what I do? First of all, I will need a counter. So let the counter be 0. So if it's my first letter, first of all, my counter will be 1 because I have only one of that letter for now. And then that's it. But before it, I will say that my previous is equal to the character. So I will copy my letter to the previous one so that this one will be the previous letter for this one. But else, which means it's not our first letter. Else if the X is actually equal to the previous letter. So in that case, you will just increase your counter by 1 and that's it. So when do I write it? When I encounter, so let's say I have repeating this letter, and when I find something different, then I'm going to write that one and continue counting. So else, which means X actually is not equal to the previous number, but I don't have to write it. So else, what do I do else? So first of all, I must print the previous letter. So I will print the previous letter and I will print how many times it repeated. And then I'll say that since it's a different number, for now my counter is 1. I have only one of it for now. And then, of course, I will copy it into my previous letter. And let's try it. So this method will not work in the console, that's why I will use the text to try it. And let me copy this one. And I'll input it here. And let's run our program. You see that it works except for the last one. This one is okay. But this one didn't work. Why? Because after the last letter, I don't have a letter which is different than this one. But you see that I output it only if it's different. But here I don't have any different letter because it's repeating, and nothing different is coming here. That's why only one time after the loop, I will print the previous character and how many times it repeated. Now let's test it. And that's it.